They say greatness is born in quiet places, not in the glow of headlines, not under stadium lights, but in empty fields where a young boy dreams alone. Before the private jets, before the mansions and the roar of Camp Nou, there was a skinny kid from Warsaw, a boy with a fire in his heart and doubt written on every scout's face. His name would one day echo across Europe. But for years, to almost everyone, Robert Lewandowski was just another hopeful, too small, too slender, too easy to dismiss. Yet destiny never sees size. Destiny listens to heartbeats, and his beat louder than most. Today, fans know him as a global football icon, the man who conquered Germany, who broke records in Spain, the living embodiment of precision, discipline, and elegance. But back then, he was the boy they told, "You are not strong enough." And maybe that was their mistake, because every rejection became fuel, every doubt became fire, every closed door turned into motivation to build an empire that few athletes could ever imagine. Robert didn't just rise, he built himself brick by brick, gym session by gym session, prayer by prayer. Nothing was gifted, nothing was fast, nothing was guaranteed, and yet here he stands, not only as one of the greatest strikers of the modern era, but as a symbol of resilience, family devotion, faith, and relentless ambition. You see the supercars today, the sleek Porsche, the Audi R8, the Ferrari whispers in the garage, the custom luxury SUV fleet he cruises around Barcelona in, but you don't see the childhood commutes, the tears on lonely training pitches, the fear of being forgotten in Polish lower league football. You see the mansions now, the glass walls overlooking the Mediterranean, the minimalist architecture, the elegance of a life built on excellence, fitness, art, and calm, but not the nights he lay awake wondering if a breakthrough would ever come. Today, he walks through his waterfront villa in Barcelona like a king. Warm lighting, grand piano touches, tastefully modern decor, private gym carved like a temple. Yet there was a time when he slept with injuries, fears, and quiet prayers as his only companions. His story truly begins long before Bayern Munich glory, before Barcelona chants, even before Dortmund magic. It begins with parents who believed in him, who lived and breathed sport, who taught him discipline, faith, and humility, and with heartbreak that almost stopped the dream before it even started. When his father passed away during his teenage years, football suddenly wasn't just a dream, it became healing. Every shot, every sprint, every lonely training session was a conversation with the man who never got to see him lift the trophies he promised. Robert didn't just play to win, he played to honor. He played to keep a legacy alive. Fast forward years later, and the world discovered what Warsaw already knew. This wasn't just a striker. This was a machine engineered by faith and discipline, sculpted through pain and patience. The Bayern years brought domination, golden boots, Champions League glory, Ballon d'Or robbed seasons, world records like those 5 goals in 9 minutes that felt like a glitch in reality. Defenders feared him, analysts ran out of words, and yet he remained humble, grounded, soft-spoken. Proof that the most dangerous ones rarely need to shout. And then came Barcelona, a new chapter at 34. When others slowed down, he turned ambition up. New club, new language, new pressure. But Robert sees challenges the way warriors see battlefields, not as threats, but places where legends are forged. Luxury for Lewandowski isn't just cars and villas, it's discipline, a lifestyle engineered around excellence. Early morning stretches, optimized nutrition, cryotherapy, silent walks at sunrise, precision-planned meals with his wife Anna, a nutrition expert, Olympic athlete herself, and the powerful force behind his longevity. When power meets balance, empires last. They built theirs on love, discipline, and shared ambition, a partnership sculpted like their bodies, strong, elegant, unshakable. Their daughters run around golden sunlight rooms while their parents train, meditate, and build generational wealth and values. This is not luxury for show. This is legacy luxury. Yet his life isn't trapped in marble halls and private gates. He laughs, he dances, he celebrates. The world saw it in viral Barcelona locker room moments, vacation yacht glimpses in Ibiza, elegant Paris fashion weeks, family escapes to the Swiss Alps. A man who trains with monk-like discipline can still live like a king with joy. His success wasn't meant to isolate him, but elevate those around him. Business ventures, real estate, wellness brands, tech investments, Hollywood connections. Lewandowski plays long-term, always thinking of life beyond the pitch. If the game ends tomorrow, his dynasty continues, healthy, wealthy, and purpose-driven. And through all the luxury, the tailored suits, private jet travel, clean aesthetic homes with panoramic ocean light, his spirit remains rooted in faith and family. You can see it in his quiet gratitude, in how he looks at his wife, in how he speaks about Poland, in every charity initiative that doesn't seek attention. He built a global empire without losing his soul. In a world where fame consumes many, he became proof that success can be graceful, that greatness can be gentle, that kings can be kind. But every king still fights battles. Every champion chases one more summit. And as the world wonders how long his reign will continue, Lewandowski writes another chapter. One goal at a time, one disciplined morning at a time, one legacy moment at a time. Because legends don't retire, they transform. And Robert Lewandowski isn't done inspiring. His story is still unfolding. In stadiums, in homes, in his daughter's eyes, in every young athlete who whispers his name before a dream. This is the life of a champion, the life of a warrior in modern luxury, of a man whose greatest trophy is not the medals, not the mansions, not the applause, but the quiet truth that he never gave up when the world didn't to believe. From Warsaw streets to global icon, Robert Lewandowski didn't just chase greatness, he became the blueprint. But greatness has more than one language, more than one stage. And as he arrived in Barcelona, at an age where others search for comfort, he chose challenge instead. The Spanish sun wasn't just warmth. It was spotlight, expectation, pressure, like a crown made of fire. New country, new football philosophy, young hungry teammates looking up to him like a general stepping into a fresh battlefield. And Lewandowski didn't just adapt, he elevated, with elegance, calm force, and the kind of professionalism that transforms dressing rooms into sanctuaries of ambition. Every touch, every run, every goal told a message. Age does not define legends, mindset does. Barcelona became more than a club for him, it became a canvas, and he painted it with precision, maturity, and hunger. Yes, he already had wealth, property, global deals, but football was still his heartbeat, his joy, his meditation. In the silence before kickoff, he breathed like a man preparing for war, focused, still, unbelievably present. Young stars watched him and learned that success is not just talent, it's the discipline no one sees. The gym sessions before sunrise, the nutrition routines so strict they seem like code, the recovery science, the ice baths, the breath control, the refusal to allow complacency in even a single day. And when the boots come off and the cameras fade, something even more powerful emerges. The man Robert has become beyond the pitch. He steps into his Spanish villa, light spilling across marble floors and soft beige interiors designed for tranquility. Calm music floating, children laughing somewhere in the background, Anna smiling, his anchor, his trainer, his partner in success and in life. Their home feels like a retreat, not a trophy case. Minimalist elegance, ocean breeze whispering through open terraces, gym equipment like sculpture, kitchen arranged like a nutrition temple. This is not a house. It is a blueprint for performance. His luxury cars shine quietly in a temperature-controlled garage, symbolic but never loud, Porsche 911 Turbo S, Bentley Continental GT, Ferrari Touches, sleek AMG, fully spec'd Cayenne, powerful but elegant, precision machines, much like their owner. He chooses excellence over noise, craft over chaos. The quieter the car collection, the louder the legacy. Vacations tell the same story. Not chaos, not scandal, but intention. Charter yachts cutting across turquoise Balearic waters, family photos on cliffside Santorini balconies, helicopter views over the Alps, training bands packed alongside swim shorts and designer linen shirts. A man who could indulge endlessly but chooses balance, who understands that luxury without discipline becomes waste and fame without purpose becomes emptiness. And while the world sees muscles carved like stone, perfect technique, and training videos that inspire millions, his greatest strength is unseen. It lies in his mind. Unbreakable concentration, a belief system built on work, faith, and gratitude. A refusal to be ordinary. It's why he never spiraled in nightlife seasons like others, why his career stretched beyond expectation, why even at 30-plus, global brands still chase him. Rolex, Nike moments, fashion partnerships, the quiet business empire he and Anna grow behind the scenes. Tech ventures, health companies, real estate holdings across Europe. He invests with the same calm sharpness he finishes with inside the box. And through it all, the private jets, five-star Mediterranean escapes, exclusive restaurants in Paris and Monaco, tailored luxury suits and watches that whisper wealth instead of scream it. He remains grounded by what matters most: his daughters, his wife, his values, his faith. When he speaks to young players, he doesn't talk about cars or goals. He talks about perseverance, about fatherhood, about waking up hungry even when you've already eaten from the table of greatness. Because Lewandowski knows something few understand. Success is not about excess. It is about direction. And his life has always moved forward with clarity. From a boy carrying grief to a man carrying nations. From being doubted to becoming one of the greatest strikers the world has ever seen. From feeling small to standing tall in stadiums where millions chant his name. One day he will hang up the boots. The world will applaud, documentaries will roll, analysts will speak about technique, professionalism, longevity, fans will replay goals, one after another, volleys, headers, tap-ins turned masterpieces, runs split through defenses like equations solved in motion. Coaches will use his clips to teach finishing for generations. And yet the real legacy? It will live in the quiet places, where young boys and girls, once doubted, will whisper to themselves, "If he did it, so can I." In gyms at dawn, on empty fields, in every heart that believes discipline is a superpower, that adversity can become fuel, that humble beginnings can lead to royal destinies. Robert Lewandowski is more than a footballer. He is proof that greatness is built, not given. Proof that faith and family can be foundations stronger than fame. Proof that you can be rich and still be righteous, powerful and still be gentle, elite and still be human. His story continues. His boots still echo in stadium tunnels. The fire still burns. The world still watches as he writes the final chapters. Not in decline, but with mastery, elegance, and legacy in every step. And someday, when he walks into retirement, he will not walk away empty. He will walk into eternity as a man who gave everything, who lived with purpose, who loved loudly, who inspired millions, who balanced ambition with gratitude, who showed the world that the real measure of success is not what you own, but who you become in the journey. From Warsaw to world icon, from doubt to destiny, from boy to legend, Robert Lewandowski, not just a name, but a symbol of excellence, discipline, faith, family, and the art of becoming the best version of oneself.